And that breaking news this morning is on the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Russian troops launched their anticipated attack this morning just before dawn.
And this is a live look at the capital of Ukraine in Kyiv. Big explosions were heard there and several other cities of Ukraine before the sun rose. Good Thursday morning to you. I'm Charmaine Brown.
And I'm Amanda Kenny. United States leaders have anticipated this attack for weeks now. Now, this is video from just before dawn in Kyiv showing smoke rising from attacks. Air sirens also sounded across the capital city, but there were no more signs of incoming missiles. But we do know now at least 40 people have died in this attack.
And earlier this morning, Ukraine's president said that Russia targeted Ukraine's military infrastructure and urged Ukrainians to stay home and not to panic.
And this video shows Russian military vehicles crossing its border from Crimea. It's not clear which border crossing the trucks were entering Ukraine from. Now, according to a Ukrainian presidential advisor, Russian forces launched an attack on the country from the north, east, and south. It was calm for a few hours, but reports of explosions are happening again in several cities.
And American troops are also headed out to other Eastern Europe countries. These soldiers you see there are arriving in Latvia to help NATO allies. Now, this is the first group of deployed soldiers to move into place, with more than 300 troops on the way. President Joe Biden is also sending 800 troops in total to the Baltic states, as well as several fighter jets.
United States leaders are calling this a full-scale invasion. In response, they're now promising more sanctions on Russia. Earlier this week, they hit Russia with restrictions, including shutting down a major pipeline to the rest of Europe. Despite this, Russia is moving forward, with President Vladimir Putin warning other countries interfering would lead to, quote, consequences you have never seen, end quote. This morning, there is now no U.S. diplomatic presence in Ukraine, with diplomats spending their nights in Poland. Just after midnight, President Joe Biden released a statement after speaking with Ukraine's president. He says, quote, I condemn this unprovoked and unjustified attack by Russian military forces, end quote.
He goes on to add that Ukraine's president has asked him to, quote, call on the leaders of the world to speak out against President Putin's flagrant aggression and also to stand with the people of Ukraine, end quote. Virginia Senator Mark Warner also releasing a statement this morning on Russia's invasion. He says, quote, more than 70 years we have avoided a large-scale war in Europe. With his illegal invasion of Ukraine, Vladimir Putin has tragically brought decades of peace to an end, end quote. Senator Warner also saying this morning that this is a tragedy for both Ukraine and Russia, and they will both pay for, quote, Putin's reckless ambition.
This morning, the United Nations also blasting Russia. They're urging Russia's president to bring troops across the border and stop another war.
Russia said we were lying. Russia said we were supplying the world with misinformation. Russia's diplomats even laughed in the face of the human suffering we were sounding the alarm about. But what we said would happen has come to pass for all the world to see. So let us be clear. All parties are not culpable here. There's no middle ground. Calling for both sides to de-escalate only gives Russia a pass. Russia is the aggressor here.
President Biden also plans to meet with leaders of the G7 nations later today. Afterwards, we can expect to learn what America's response to this attack will be. The president will announce further consequences for Russia, but we're still working to learn what that means.
And after the global financial markets plunged and oil prices soared, experts are a bit concerned this morning that this could push gas prices here at home extremely high. The concern is Russia may cut off its exports in response to harsh sanctions. Well, the global ripple effect would trickle down to higher consumer prices everywhere, just as American demand is soaring. According to some industry experts, strict regulations and lower domestic output would drive prices even higher.
Rig count is down and we're not drilling for oil and gas. And next summer when we need it, We're not going to have it, and we're going to have $7 gas or higher in California.
California, when all said and done, has taxes and fees and carbon management programs that basically add over $1 per gallon to the cost of gasoline.
And according to AAA, the national average for regular gas is $3.53. That's $1 more than the average exactly a year ago.